While Obama's campaign was brimming with confidence today, McCain launched a new set of attacks, but also talked pretty candidly about the possibility of defeat. We have two reports, and we're going to start with ABC's John Berman, who's with the Obama campaign.
In Fayetteville, North Carolina, in the shadow of nearby Fort Bragg, Barack Obama was basking in the glow of his latest big-name supporter.
Today I'm beyond honored. I am deeply humbled to have the support of General Colin Powell.
The big endorsement comes on a weekend of big things for Obama.
All I can say is, wow.
Crowds of 100,000 in St. Louis and 75,000 in Kansas City. And he's speaking in front of several thousand more here today in North Carolina, his sixth trip to this normally reliable red state. The campaign says the crowd sizes are nice, but it's the cash haul that's extraordinary. The Obama campaign announced today it brought in a staggering $150 million in September alone. Obama's dollar deluge is possible because he broke a promise to accept public funding in the general election. It gives him a tremendous advantage over John McCain, who is operating with just $84 million in taxpayer money.
He can outspend John McCain every day, in every state, anywhere he wants to. Just absolutely swamp him.
Swamp him with tough television commercials.
We can't afford John McCain.
In recent weeks, Obama outspent McCain on TV 3-1 in Virginia, 4-1 in Florida, and 8-1 in North Carolina, all key battleground states. The Obama campaign says one of their biggest enemies now is complacency.
We can't be overconfident. We can't be cocky.
What they will do, they say, is run hard every day. What they won't do is run out of money. John Berman, ABC News, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
This is Ron Claiborne in Toledo, Ohio. John McCain chose to ignore the elephant in the room today, Colin Powell's endorsement of his opponent. Instead, he attacked Barack Obama as a tax and spend liberal.
Barack Obama's plan to raise taxes on some in order to give checks to others, it isn't a tax cut. It's just another government giveaway, and we've had enough of those in America.
Appearing on Fox News, McCain tried to put the best possible face on it.
We're longtime friends. This doesn't come as a surprise, but I'm also very pleased to have the endorsement of 4 former secretaries of state.
More than the endorsement itself, Powell's criticism of the McCain campaign is a real blow. Coming from a former general, a former Secretary of State, it undercuts one of McCain's central arguments. That argument that he, not Obama, has the judgment and experience to be president and commander-in-chief.
General Powell didn't just endorse Barack Obama and say he's ready, but because he also rebuked the McCain campaign tactics and the Republican Party at large right now, that is what is the stinging portion of his endorsement.
There was a poignant moment in the McCain interview today. He was asked if he had considered the possibility that he may lose to Obama.
I've had a wonderful life. I have to go back and live in Arizona and be in the United States Senate representing them and with a wonderful family.
McCain is, of course, hardly giving up. His campaign believes if they keep attacking Obama on taxes, an opening vividly provided by Joe the Plumber, and if they keep raising the specter of an unchecked presidency and Congress in the hands of liberal Democrats, they can still possibly turn this race around. Ron Claiborne, ABC News, Toledo, Ohio.
Let's go now to Time Magazine's Mark Halperin, who's also an analyst for us here at ABC News. Hi, Mark.
Dan.
John McCain has pulled off some stunning comebacks in the past. Given the news today, how likely is it that he can do it again?
Well, look, he's in a worse shape now than he was just 24 hours ago. The Obama fundraising, the endorsement of Powell, those are big benefits for Obama. For John McCain to come back, Ron Claiborne talked about the message that he'll drive. He needs to do more than just drive a message. He needs to be a transformed figure, an energetic figure. You look at history of people who've come back at the end of presidential campaigns. He needs to be aggressive, tough, energetic, biting, and confident. It's the confidence that I think his supporters have to be worried about. You saw him there in that interview on Fox saying, well, I have a wonderful life, and if I lose, I have a life to go back to. That can't be his attitude in these last 2 weeks where he cannot win.
How big are the two headlines we saw today, the Powell endorsement and the $150 million September? How big is that?
They're both very big. Look, in the short term, we're talking about the Powell endorsement, not anything that John McCain wants to say. The money will allow him to spend significantly more than McCain the rest of the way. But I think they're big, not just in the short term, but if Obama wins, I think they're both big for a president-elect, a President Obama. Powell shows he can reach out and unify and end some of the bitterness we've seen in Washington and national politics. And the money is good for the campaign, but it shows he's got a grassroots network. We've only just begun to think about what would that grassroots network mean for a President Obama to try to pass his agenda.
Mark Halpern, thank you.
Thanks, Dan.